welcome to part 3 of this interview. The Hawkeye is seen as a near perfect system for decisions on leg before wicket. So, does your video match analysis system have anything similar that can predict the amount of bounce a type of bowler will get on varying tracks? Like for example, I know that if an Agarkar bowls on a track like the Waka at Perth or Jamaica Kingston, or Durban at Kingsmead, he's going to get a lot of bounce compared to other bowlers. So do you have any part of your system that would do any prediction like that?
Basically, we don't do any predictions.
As in, how much like?
Ours is a feedback system. Basically, what happens, and we cannot predict any. See, it varies. I mean, today if you find the Waka is not as fast as it used to be.
In fact, even the Jamaica wicket has slowed down.
Jamaica wicket. So there is continuous change in the square, and within the square there are about 6 wickets.
Okay.
So every wicket has a different property. So it cannot be the same. Even when a lot of people say the venue analysis and all that, but within the square, if each wicket is going to behave differently, so we don't know which wicket the match was played on. The same ground, the corner wicket has a different property, and the middle wicket has a different property. The corner wicket may be a fast wicket, the center wicket may be a slow wicket.
But let's say when you're playing at home, you would perhaps know which wicket you're going to play on, because the home team has a certain advantage in deciding the kind of wicket they want to.
Yeah, see, it all depends on to an extent you can use it as a guideline. The venue stats and all that, so previous history of that. And other thing which is important is which can give you a great degree of thing is the wagon wheels of the ground. So you know which part of the ground the most runs are scored, and it also tells you about the wicket also, the great deal about the wicket.
But do you also, in your analysis, also spend some time with statistics, as in say that
statistics also part from. See, basically the analysis is part of data and video.
Okay.
So both combined.
I mean, things like Sehwag hasn't scored a 50 in the last 7 matches or 8 matches, something like that. A subtle reminder saying, hey, this ground you haven't performed very well.
No, we don't see the negatives at all.
Okay.
That's again, you can't go tell somebody that you're not scored in this ground.
No, as in, I know you look a little rude.
Somebody that you got 100 in this ground, so you got a 5-wicket haul in this ground. It has been a lucky ground for you. So those kind of information help.
Okay. Any particular bowlers that you said that you were initially associated with the MRF Pace Foundation. Any particular bowlers from the time you were there who have now made it to the Indian team, and you that video analysis has been similar? As in, let's say you were analyzing some bowler and you predicted that you kind of felt that this bowler might make it.
In fact, Srishant, to share it with you, Srishant started off with the Zonal Academy South, and that was our first video analysis stint as well.
Okay.
And Srishant had a slightly jerky action.
Okay.
And the coaches out there felt that he was sucking. And but somehow they were not too very convinced of his action, but they waited for the video analysis, and we had the video analysis, and the coaches felt that the shaker should be part of the analysis, because he is specialized in fast bowling, so they called him, and Shaker had a look at the videos and said that his action looks okay. That day, if Srishant was not clear, then we would have lost the player. So that's how I mean, for the naked eye it may appear in a different way, but ultimately when you slow it down, when you see it repeatedly, things look different.
So was it a sense of deja vu when you saw Srishant handling that bat over when he hit Andre Nell for a 6?
Yeah, it was good. He was a good character. He's a good character. The game becomes more enjoyable with such characters. And he's a very charged up individual.
Amidst the Indian team, who's the most amusing person? Because we've heard earlier, Gavaskar had written in his column that Krishnamacharya Shrikant was all Dhadpadango, and he was a real good character in the Indian team, which kept up the mood.
Yeah, a lot of characters out there, and guys I really enjoy them. Can't name any individual.
Okay. Were you there? You weren't there for the Australian series in the 2003 in Australia. You were there. we heard that Sachin never played any shot, towards the cover region as he was getting out. So,
He avoided the stroke totally.
okay. So, was it any particular team plan that went into the match saying that he won't play? Because we've known Sachin as a player
He
who.
Sachin wanted to score badly during the match, and it was amazing. Somebody can curtail a stroke, throw the innings. Such was his willpower that and his focus, that he was able to avoid the stroke, still carry on batting. First innings and second innings, it was amazing.
When India scored 400 against Namibia, I mean, again, any major change that like Sehwag again came back to form. You saw all the other players get
Maybe?
I'm sorry, against Bermuda. Sorry, sir. I mean, okay. So, thanks a lot for the interview. Any special moments that you would, in your short 4-year tenure, any special moment that you would remember as a video analyst?
Every moment with the Indian team. What
True.
more do you want?
For every Indian
moment is very, very enjoyable, and it's a dream job. It's a dream job, and I'm sure a lot of individuals would want to replace me out there, but it's a dream job. It may not be that great for my family. That's the only hassle of the job. You live out of suitcases and you are away from your family for almost 8 months a year. But then, for getting good things, you have to sacrifice everything.
I just wanted to ask you, because I happened to read in Chappell's book that Chappell's home assets during the when he was the coach, was the Brabant Stadium. So when India is not playing matches, you're back in Chennai, or?
Back in Chennai.
Okay, back in Chennai.
Back
Okay.
home.
Right. So, thanks a lot for the interview, sir. It was a pleasure interviewing you. Thank you.
Thanks.